Hey guys, Josh here again with Windy City Equipment. Moving on to episode 3 of all about cash flow tips and tricks. Last week we talked about terms. I'm going to continue on a little bit with that this week, but in a different way. So this week I am going to talk all about enforcing invoice legitimacy and discipline. All right, this is very important, and this is a very easy step to take. This is going to focus more on the business side of things as opposed to the personal side of things when we're talking about cash flow. So your invoices, especially if it's in a service company or any other company that is extending terms, need to be very specific, and they need to be laid out in a certain way. When you get a credit card bill, you look at this credit card bill, right, and you always pay it. Most likely you always pay it. Why? Why do you always pay that? Because it is clearly put together in a way that exudes, hey, if you don't pay it, guess what? You're in trouble. All right, you want your invoices to look and make people feel the same way. Hate to be rude or negative, whatever you want to call it, but your invoices need to strike fear into your customers, because that's the only way to ensure that they are making people want to pay you. All right, so a couple of things: make sure they're organized correctly, make sure they have terms and conditions on them. More importantly, follow those terms and conditions. Okay, if you have late fees on your invoice and somebody's past due, guess what? They're getting charged late fees. All right, if you enforce it, people will pay in a more timely manner the next time. Just like when you're dealing with kids, no empty threats. Okay, if you threaten to charge late fees for anything over past due their terms, just make sure you charge those late fees. Also make sure that there's a portion on the bottom that they can cut out and mail back to you if that's how they get it, or even if they're emailed, make sure they can print it out, cut out the bottom, send it to you. Make it look as legitimate as possible. And if you need to, take a credit card statement, copy the layout, and make your invoices look exactly the same. Hopefully you have some sort of software that helps you build the invoices, but if not, then do it yourself. Build it in Word or Excel or any other program. Just make sure that your invoices are very professional and very demanding. Okay, and that will help you get paid. And here's another thing: if you don't get paid regularly by any specific customers, they're constantly 5 days late, constantly 10 days late, drop their terms. You can charge them a late fee and then drop their terms and say, look, because you're consistently late, we've got to drop your terms down to net 15 from net 30. In addition, here's your bill for your late charges for the last invoice. Look, this will either deter customers from being late, or they're going to deter the customer from using you. But if you get rid of all of the problem customers, you can make way for better customers. Okay, because we all have the customers that we love to do work for, right? How would you feel if every single one of your customers was just like them? All right, so don't be afraid to get stern with these guys, because if they do end up leaving because they don't like how you're collecting, then it's just going to leave room for somebody who pays in a much better manner and will help improve your overall cash flow over time. All right, so hopefully you guys got what I'm talking about here, and if you have any questions, comment below. If you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up, shoot me an email, let me know what you want to hear, let me know if you have any ideas. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you guys next week.